Welcome, everyone. Today's session would be taken by Niharika, and it would be a very special session to take out the superhero which is within you. So, this after listening to this session, you'll be able to take it out and do some amazing things. Okay, about Rapid Mile Company. Rapid Mile has been there for almost 17 plus years now, and we have been focused on taking trainings on law of attraction, mind power, silver ultra mind, and all the trainings which would empower us to take to fulfill our lives. Okay, we are a team of 5 trainers currently taking trainings online. We have Niharika with us, who would be the presenter for today. We have Mr. Sanjeev Mishra, who is also there with us and who takes trainings majorly on the money aspect. Then we have Dr. Anila Damodar, who is an expert in law of attraction. And we have Balram Talreja, who has experience of almost 30 plus years in the field of mind power meditation yoga. And then it's me. I'm with the Rapid Mile team right from the starting. I'm the founder of the company. My name is Shaz. So thank you everyone for joining us. Now to Niharika. Before Niharika starts speaking, let's welcome her with a warm clap. Thank you everyone.
And she started figuring out how to get out of that. First of all, she started limiting her contacts with people who were cynical and skeptical and negative about new ideas. She started maintaining a distance from these people, and suddenly she became more courageous, more open to ideas. Her environment, she cut the cord from this environment, okay? And once she took a very bold step of going to her boss's boss and telling her new ideas to her boss's boss, which is very courageous in corporate area. If you work in corporate, you must be aware that it's something that's a very insidious job. It's a sin to go to your boss's boss and tell that I have an idea and I want to implement it. But she did it, and her boss's boss, as a manager's manager, liked those ideas, and within 6 months she got the promotion after almost 6 to 7 years. So my point is, her external environment at the workplace was so negative, it was actually restricting her overall success, and she didn't even know that. It was so subtle and unknowing and unconscious that, and these things happen with us also. We have got 9 environment. Workplace is just one environment. We have got 8 more environments which affect us unknowingly or unconsciously. We get affected by it, and today we are going to cover those 9 environments one by one. So I hope you have a pen or pencil or a diary with you, because once I go through these environments, I would like you to create notes on which all environments are there where you are lacking. Okay, which all environments that might be, limiting your overall success, or anything that is negative. You want to write that. Okay, I'll give 1 minute each for each of these environments. Let's begin. Okay, Ashaz, next slide, please. Yeah. So first, I'll talk about the environment called as memetic environment. The first one, the blue square, which you can see, okay, that's the memetic environment. It covers your ideas, your opinions, your concepts, your thoughts, beliefs, and paradigm. Okay. So once I tell you that memetic environment is the place or the environment where your beliefs, your thoughts, and everything else, your opinion is placed, then you have to think that what kind of thoughts do you usually have? Are your thoughts and your beliefs aligned with what you want? Okay. Are your paradigm aligned with whatever success you want to create? Whenever you are trying to start something new, suppose a new project, you are trying to start a new project, okay, what kind of thoughts are you actually storing inside? What kind of thoughts are you actually nurturing? What kind of beliefs do you have? Okay. Second is, in the memetic environment comes the information. Whatever information or knowledge that you are gathering around you through your books, through your tapes, through social media. Right now, what kind of shows on TV do you watch? Are you reading any magazines? Do you have TV, internet, radio, whatever the source is? All these come under your memetic environment. Okay. Also, third is, which is our language pattern that has been passed to us through generations. Okay, our language, suppose Hindi is our language, the type of things which we use, is our language positive enough? What kind of words do we use? Do we use positive words, or do we always crib or complain about it, or say things like, I will not be able to do it? Or you understand what I'm saying, you say things like, I can do it, or you keep on saying, I can't do it, I can't do it, it's not possible, it's it's not possible for me, others can do it but I can't do it. All these things, all your thoughts, beliefs, paradigms, your opinion, the information that you're taking inside comes under your memetic environment. The type of language, the type of words that you use for yourself, your self talk, is it negative or is it positive? Okay, all these come under your memetic environment. Okay, so I would give you 1 minute to think about these things. Okay, your thoughts, beliefs, ideas, and everything, and try to figure out, do we have any of these which are limiting our success? Do we have any negative beliefs around something new which we are starting around our success? What kind of content we are, can we improve our in our content consumption? Can we change the way we talk, the way we speak, the language we speak? All these things, just take 1 minute and write down things. If you're clear that nothing can be changed, I'm consuming all the positive content, I don't consume any negative content, then it's good, it's really great, you are on your way, right? You can achieve, you will achieve your success. But if not, then just write down, I'll give you 1 minute for that. Just write down things that can be limiting for you. Okay, your time starts now. 1 minute for you all. It's 9:48 right now. I'll stop at 9:49. Just write down what kind of beliefs you have. Do you have any negative beliefs or negative thoughts? The type of content which you are consuming, the language that you speak. Are there any changes or any improvements or any modifications that can be done in this environment of yours? Done. Are we done? Okay, great. Done. Most people, I think, have done. We'll talk about it in the later section. Okay, once we finish all the environments. Second is our body. Our body itself is an environment. So our physical body, our hair, our skin, our nails, our posture. We've seen the people who are very confident have a very good posture, right? They're straight. They have kind of they have some kind of attitude, some kind of aura within them, right? They look smarter. They are more presentable. Why is it that so? Because they're more confident about their success. And the people who are not confident, they're always like grooming. They can, do like that. They're not, they don't look confident. Okay, they clutch and all. So my point is, usually, if your body posture is, is reflecting that you are yourself, you have already become successful, then you will attract that success. And if you're always tired, looking drowsy, oh God, life is like what, duniya mein hum aaye hain to jeena hi padega kind of mode. So that won't work. This means that you are limiting your own success by on your body, and you don't even know that. You don't even know that. You just, it's like you're just working like that, right? So your body, even your health, and your primary energy source. What's your primary energy source? It's the food, the type of food that you eat. Okay, are you eating good food, healthy food, or are you eating all junk food, pizzas and burgers and fats and everything? All these things are actually affecting your entire environment of the body. Okay, because I'll tell you why is health. How can health be limiting? If you're healthy, obviously you're going to be more. You will have more energy that you can invest in working towards your success. But if you're unhealthy, health is like the most prioritized thing right now. If you're unhealthy, then how would you invest? How would you dedicate, or how would you commit yourself towards your success? Right? That's why health is another environment. Your entire body is another environment that you have to work on. Okay. Third environment is yourself. In yourself comes your feelings. How do you feel constantly? Do you always feel positive about things, or do you always feel oh my god, this life is such a mess, and how will I, this situation is worsening, how will I attain, how will I achieve whatever I want to achieve? Now there's economic loss also, people are dying. These are all negative feelings, right? These feelings are actually creating your entire map towards your, either they are limiting you or they are supporting you. So you have to figure out what is your normal feeling in a day. When you wake up, what's your normal feeling? What are the passions that you are storing? What are the values that you have? What are the skills and unique assets that you have? Because your skills and unique assets are going to help you achieve that success. If you love writing and you want to become an author, obviously it's going to help you in the process, right? So all these things can either be supportive or limiting you. Amount of space in your life, this is very important. Amount of space in your life means some people are multitaskers, right? They think it's a matter of credit because they are managing a lot of things. Usually women have this habit of having a lot of things in the plate and cleaning and sending emails and doing everything. It's not a matter of credit, it's actually draining you. The amount of space in your life, if you already have your plates full, how are you going to work on your dream that you want to achieve? And that's why it becomes very important that you have to have some part dedicated towards your dream. So you have to keep some space vacant or empty for you to fill in with your success, with your efforts, right? So that also becomes your self environment. The amount of space that you have, the skills that you have, all these become your self environment. Okay. Shaz, can we have next slide? Yeah. So, fourth is your relationships. I think it doesn't need any introduction. All relationship means not the relationships where you connect with the people on a daily basis, day to day basis. So there comes your family members, your friends, your neighbors, the people you connect with daily, like your colleagues, your boss, your managers. These come under your relationship. The example, the story I told you about Ishika, right? In her case, her relation, as in her colleagues, skeptic nature was actually limiting her and all her ideas and all failing all her projects, right? Her colleagues, unknowingly, they are friends of her, but unknowingly they were actually limiting her success. So this, colleagues, boss, managers, the people you connect with daily, your staff, assistants, if you have any employees, all those, or employers, all these come under your relationships environment. Okay. If any of these people are negative or are constantly bringing you down, saying things that you cannot achieve, no one has ever done this thing before, how will you do that? These things are actually limiting your entire success. I'm not saying that you have to cut cords with everyone, right? But you have to decide for yourself, as in how much should be your interaction with these people, so that they don't disrupt your energy. Okay. So you'll have to figure out that if you have any kind of this kind of people who are cynical, who are negative, and who always thinks that things are impossible for you, then you have to start thinking that how can you either change their behavior, make them more positive, or if that's difficult, then how can you restrain or refrain yourself from having more and more conversations with them. Okay, your mentors and your coaches also come under relationships. So if you have groups, trainer groups with people, if you have your coaches, if you have someone who is helping you in this process or training you, then all these will come under your relationships environment. And also your pets. Yes, if you have your pets, what kind of relationship you have. I'll give you just a small example. If you have a pet, a dog, say a dog, and the dog is really great, and dogs are always great, right? But somehow the dogs are not well. Okay, will it affect your mental status? Yes, it will affect. They will affect that, right? So that's why all these people who actually can directly affect your mental status come under the relationships that we have. Okay, in the environment, the relationships environment. Now coming to the next environment, which is our network. Okay, our network environment comprises of our customers, our clients, our vendors, all these people with whom you have a professional relationship. You'll say that bosses, colleagues, and managers also have professional relationship with you, but these are the people you are directly in touch with or in contact with. You are connecting with them daily, and that's why they will come under relationships. But in network we have the people who you connect with, say weekly or monthly, right? All these people will come under your network. In the network will be your communities, also the communities you belong to, your society, the schools of the children, okay, the children's sports team, the associations. If you have any mastermind group that you are part of, if you have any group that which accountability group or an accountability partner, all these will come under your network environment. So if you have if you have these people who always support you or help you out, and you can easily open up to them and ask for help, and they do that, that means your network environment is supportive of your success. But if you have any client or vendor or anything that is actually not helpful to you, or instead they are limiting you in any way, then that means you have to work on the type of network and this environment, and you have to figure out how to restrain yourself from such clients who are actually bringing you down or creating any kind of energy disruption. Acha, in the network section will also come the internet or the web, because whatever mails you're sending out to people, or whatever information that you're consuming from internet will come under network, because mostly these are all professional things, right? Professional content that we consume through internet. This, that's why will come under the environment of network. Okay, nature is your next environment. Your connection with nature, if you have a strong affinity to nature, you will understand that this environment is really really important. In fact, it's very important for me. Okay, so why is nature an environment? Okay, because you see the outdoors parks, and every time when you go to a park, does it feel like your mood has uplifted? Does it feel that you are now feeling much better? Because being in nature or connecting with nature actually helps us uplift our frequency. And that's why people go to pay, good near nature, natural places, outdoors, go for vacations, go for camping, to burst their stress out, right? To bring back their charm, to bring back their mojo, right? So nature is, that's why this entire environment. And even if you have a plant at your place, okay, there are plants which they sell, saying that these are plants which actually emit more oxygen, and they increase the vibe of the room and all these things, right? There are some indoor plants which help that. So these also become part of your environment. I personally felt that whenever I used to work with a I had a small Aralia plant in my office, and I used to keep it with me. And every time I used to see that the green leaves and those beautiful flowers, I used to feel good about it. It kind of uplifted my frequency. Okay, so you understand what I'm trying to say. The nature surrounding you also forms the part of that environment. Also, your geography as in where are you living. There are certain cities you must have seen that they have a strong aura about them, as in they are, the people around there are more ambitious, and they are like, I'll give you an example of Mumbai. Say Mumbai is called a city of dreams. Why is it so? Because people come there with dreams and fulfill their dreams over there. People hustle over there. They work towards achieving whatever they want to achieve. They come there with that hope, with that spark, with that dream in their eyes to achieve that success that they want, that they desire or they deserve. Okay? So geography also is part of your natural or nature's environment, right? I'm not saying that you have to change your geography or anything, but I'm just giving you an example of how your geography also affects your overall nature. I'll give you one more example about city. Okay, I usually feel that every city has its own aura. Like if you go to Jaipur, it's a pink city, suddenly your mood uplifts. You see everything in pink and everything. My home city is Varanasi, Banaras. And the moment you step in Banaras, you'll have that spiritual rush. Okay, it might not be the city of dreams where people go and hustle, but people are laid back, but they are more open towards, accepting life as it is. They are more satisfied, they are more content. So they have a different aura altogether. I'm not saying that a particular city is better than other, but I think you got my point, that every city or every geography has its own aura, and that makes the part of the nature environment. Even seasons have a different energy and influence on us. Like rainy season has got a different impact on me. During rainy seasons, I get a lot of ideas working on it. I don't know, my mood is all great, and the lot of creative ideas that come to me when it's raining outside. So I think you got my point. Let's have the next slide, Shaz. So your next environment is financial. It's very, very, very important environment for us. See, all your money investments, the stocks, the places where you have kept your money, okay? The people who are supporting your financial well-being, okay? Your employer who is giving you that raise that you want, okay? Your lawyer, your attorney, your financial advisor, everyone forms your financial aura. I think Sanjeev sir would be a better person to speak on that, but I'll tell you that financial, this entire thing makes your financial environment or financial thing, okay, for you. Then comes your physical environment. Your physical environment is your home, office, desk, and everything. So right now, right now you all are working from home, I guess. Okay, but what kind of office desk do you have? Is your laptop clean? Is it cluttered, or is it very clean and organized? Okay, all these things affect your energy in a good or a bad way. Okay, this entire part of the environment, be it your tools, your phones, is it clean? Do you have unlimited amount of apps, or do you have only the apps that you want? Okay, if are your apps organized enough? Is your computer folders, everything is organized or not? You see, one of the success principles by Jack Canfield said that you have to clean up your incompletes and your messes. That means when you have clutter outside of you, it actually creates a clutter inside of you. And there's a clutter outside, it kind of stops the flow of energy, it stops the flow of creative ideas, and it stops the flow of your success as well. That's why they say that you have to first clean up the messes and the incomplete stuff that you have. You have to declutter everything so that once that is clean and organized, then only you'll start having clean, organized thoughts. Okay. Similarly, what about your other equipments like your car, your toys, your accessories? What is the status of that? Your gym and equipments that you have, are they clean enough? Are they organized enough? Because everything, all these are part of your physical environment. Last but not the least is your spiritual environment. Spiritual environment is your connection to the God, a higher power, or the divine. It's something that is really, I think for me, it's the most important environment. Okay, because everything else will start. I feel that everything else will start aligning if we have spiritually ascended. Okay, so what is your connection to the higher power or to the divine or God if you believe in? That makes your spiritual environment. Are you having any kind of spiritual practices? Do you practice prayers? Do you meditate? What do you do to make your soul ascend? What do you do to transform your spiritual nature? What do you do to evolve as a soul? That makes your spiritual environment. If you have everything in place and spiritually you're not aligned with what you want, then it hampers your overall process of achieving that success. Okay, so all these things in which you ascend as a soul forms your spiritual environment. So we'll just revise it one by one. Shaz, can we have the first slide, 1, 2, 3,
Sure.
and then I'll give you some time to think, just write all these environments in your copy and just think of which is the environment which is actually bothering you. Is there any environment which needs improvement? Is there any environment where you think you can change yourself to align with whatever you want to achieve? Let's come that mimetic. First environment is your mimetic environment. That means your opinions, ideas, beliefs, thoughts, information, knowledge. Okay. Your language patterns. Second is your body. That covers your physical body, your hair, skin, everything, your health, and your primary energy sources. And third is your self environment, which comprises of your feelings, passions, your skills, and the amount of space that is there in your life. Fourth is your relationship with your family, friends. Now, this is the relationship with whom you connect with daily. Okay. So that comprises your family, friends, neighbors, your colleagues, boss, managers, your employers, your employees, uh, your mentors, coaches, all these. Now think through and try to figure out if all these are actually positive for you, or is there some nosy neighbor who's actually hampering your overall success. Fifth is your network. That is your professional network. That is your customers, clients, vendors, your internet, web, and your communities, associations, the meetings that you go to, the mastermind groups. That is your network. Sixth is your natural environment. That is your environment of the nature, as in the outdoors around you, the nature surrounding you, the season. Is there any season that affects you? Next slide, please, Shaz. Seventh is your financial environment. What is your flow of money? Have you invested money or not? Or do you have any belief that is negative or limiting about money? Is there any belief that is that you think, because see, money is very important for your success, because ultimately money will help you achieve that success, right? If you don't have money, if you always keep thinking that, oh my god, I don't have money to start my own business, then that becomes a belief, and that is hampering your overall success, right? So what kind of beliefs do you have around money? I'll tell you mine. I'll tell an interesting thing, uh, a quick interesting thing. I had a very negative belief about money. I used to think that being a woman, I will not be able to manage my own money. It's been programmed by the society since forever that you need a man to take care of your money related stuff, right? I had that programming. But then one day, after attending one session, I decided that I'm not going to get affected by this programming, and I have all this money and I'm going to invest it on my own, and I'm going to get good results out of it. And you know what? In that night, I decided. The next day, I called my relationship manager from ICICI. I took a training from him. The moment I went to my cubicle at my workplace, I got a mail from this HR team saying that they have planned a session specifically on financial freedom of women, speaking about law of attraction, right? And immediately I signed up. From then, that moment onwards, the person who had come to take that session is now my financial advisor. So it took just one decision for me to change my entire belief system. Today, I have a great amount of clarity on how to manage my money. I have got mutual funds, and my financial advisor, obviously, that woman helps me, but I'm very clear about that. So all my programming of years got broken by just one decision. So my point is, what kind of beliefs do you have for money will also come under financial environment. Okay. Eighth is your physical. Do you have any cluttered, or is your surrounding cluttered or organized or deorganized? What changes can you make over there to, increase the flow of ideas or increase the flow of energy around you? And last, that is ninth, is your spiritual environment. That is, are you doing anything spiritual practice? Are you doing any spiritual practices, prayers or meditation or visualization or anything? Are you part of any group or doing yoga to actually ascend as a soul? That is your spiritual environment. Or can you add or improve something? Okay, so I'll give you like 5 minutes. If you have, if you feel that if any of your environments, any of these 9 environments need any change, then you please write it down and then we can discuss it. Okay. I think Kumar sir has already.
Hello.
कुमार सर आपने पहले लिख लिया लगता है.
लिखा तो है लेकिन ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है. I have some idea because I am a retired man. So most of the things and environments are already suiting me. It's not a problem. But now I
Okay.
have some vision. So I am more to the spiritual line because now I am exploring Vedas, Upanishads, and all these things. So
Okay, great.
there the limiting was actually language, Sanskrit. But then I have overcome that. I learned Sanskrit last 6 months. The pandemic days has given me a lot of opportunity. I learned
Wow.
Sanskrit today now. I can understand Sanskrit. Maybe I'm not able to converse and all this, but then I can understand the meanings of each and every sloka or each and every writings, whatever comes in that.
Wow, it's a very
That
tough
way,
language. Hats
yeah,
off to you. My God, Sanskrit is a very tough language.
it is a tough language, but nowadays the English translation is coming, so you can immediately connect it and get the meaning of each and every word. It's not like before. So that
Yeah.
advantage is with us now. Now the thing is, your ninth environment, the spiritual environment, my ideas, concept has coincided with this. And now I joined the mastermind group Rapid Mail, and I am in the meditation group now. That is
Oh
giving
wow.
me some,
Yeah. Then though you have already you're already on your way to.
So that is giving me a lot of insight. We have got a guru now, yoga guru, Balram Talreja. So
Yeah.
now
Star of
I have started improving my body posture. Now I am becoming 36 inches, so whatever it is, chati to badh jata hai.
Oh my
Because
God.
you have to go with expanded this thing, you have to breathe and go with a lot of outlook. So that external environment, internal environment, everything is coinciding. Not much of a limitation. It's okay. There may be people, but then you have to interest. The topic is very interesting. You have done it, presented well.
Thank you. Has
Yeah.
everyone done?
You can write in the chat box once you're done so that we can proceed.
Okay. Okay. Is there any volunteer from the team who wants to come and unmute themselves and tell us which was the environment which they feel or felt that needs improvement or changes? Anyone from the team? Any
I
volunteers?
I will talk about a couple of points. So one is this that you mentioned the physical space, right? Office desk clutter. Now
Yes.
I I always ever since I was a kid, I've always had a cluttered desk. Now some of my friends would tell me even Steve Jobs had a cluttered desk, but I don't think it helps. It actually distracts me more, and it's very difficult for me to get organized. In fact, my wife keeps holding me that your desk needs to be more organized. But that's a challenge that I face. I organize it and then it gets spoiled in 15, 20 days. So that's one. And the other is similar to your friend, or is slightly different, the office environment, right? While I have achieved a certain amount of success in my working life, it is just dealing with office politics and just the whole corporate life, right? It's
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
to me, and that's something that, in fact, I've shared with Shaz as well. So that's a challenge that I face, and I'm trying to overcome. So yeah, I mean that's these are
So
the
you
two
have got
challenge
two
areas for me.
environments. That is your physical environment that you have to that is very easy once you start creating a habit. But office politics and everything, that is the relationship with your that network environment is what you have to work
Yes,
on, right? Is that's very tough also because every corporate witnesses that. Trust me, I have been in corporate and I know that very well, and I can relate to what you are actually going through. But when I was
thank you
going
so
through
much.
that, I want to share a very interesting story about myself. I was working with a boss who was really self centered. I mean, she was really self centered and she never appreciated what we deserved, as in what the employees deserved. I somehow was going through my transition phase at that time, and I started practicing law of attraction and gratitude every day. Every day I used to say, I'm thankful for my boss. I'm thankful that I have a job. I have colleagues are actually good. So it's okay. The boss was not a wrong person. She was a good person, but she was not having managerial or leadership qualities. And somehow, trust me, within 3 months, I got transferred to a new, better, and much a role which was much aligned to what I wanted within 3 months. And it was like a magic. You just imagine yourself within 3 months, someone calling the HR team calling you and saying that we have a vacancy in a different role in the same company, and you're most welcome to join us. Wow, this was really amazing. And within 3 months, I did that. So this is just some short stories as in on how you can change your work environment by changing your thoughts or your
Right,
beliefs.
fantastic.
Anyone
Thank you
else?
so much.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah,
Can I?
who is this?
Bharat.
Bharat?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Bharat. Thank you so much for joining. I was wondering if Ravi and Bharat would join.
Okay. Uh, See, same thing. Also agree with Mr. Bhattacharya. And in my work from home, I basically not employed or anything, but being a trader, I work from home, and almost 3 hours I am busy on my desk. So regularly, I used to clean up the office every alternate Saturday or something. But now, since last 1.5 months, I have not done that. So right now, the decision has been taken. Every Friday, it will be done. That is one. Second thing is I need to improve my reading ability because I need to read books now on certain principles or certain subjects. This is the need of
Very good.
present need for me. But the moment I read 3 pages or 5 pages or one chapter, I am out. So now I am concentrating on improving my reading ability with pranayam and other things. so that
Yeah.
I can continue long hours for reading or studies, or at least every 30 minutes, 60 minutes continuously I can read out. These are the two things. And
Wow, great. So you're working on your memetic environment, if I'm not wrong,
yeah,
and
yeah,
your
yeah,
physical
yeah.
environment. But Bharat,
Correct,
why
correct.
are you looking there, that side? I'm just
Okay.
confused. Is it?
I have switched on this screen on the
Oh, it's
big
okay.
screen.
It's fine. It's
So I'm
fine.
looking at you on the big screen, and my laptop is on the other side.
Oh, great. Unless you
Okay,
are
now
able
I
to
can
see
talk
me,
to
that's
you.
fine.
Yeah, yeah, I am able to see everybody. Only thing is my laptop is on this side, and on the right side is my
I got
big
it. I
screen.
got it.
So I am viewing
Great.
it on the big screen. It is, you must be feeling it is like looking to London, talking to Tokyo.
Okay, anyone else? Someone
Okay.
wrote, Bharti, I think wrote, she has some financial environment issues. I think Sanjeev sir, are you listening to her? She wants to be financially free. And
Sanjeev, you are on mute.
Bharti, every one of us wants to become, that's a universal goal for everyone, I guess, right?
तो मुझे तो वो काम ही सबसे आसान लगता है.
Please tell me.
It's the easiest thing.
नहीं मुझे भी I told you about my skills, right?
मतलब few months back I realized that it's all in my mind, and now I'm so comfortable thanks to you. And for sharing, I would also like to add this session was very satisfying for me, because if I have never wrote down in this framework in 9 parameters, but today when I was seeing, so for body, I already started doing things which I left some years back. And but yesterday only I took a decision, no, that I have to take my health to next level. No, it's not about being average now. And
Wow.
ऑफिस क्लीनिंग, ये भी मैंने अभी प्रैक्टिस अपनी 15 दिन से शुरू की है. मतलब व्हेन आई गेट इन माय ऑफिस 6:15 और 6:30 AM, फर्स्ट थिंग आई डू इज क्लियर माय स्पेस. अब रेदर मैं ये सोच रहा हूँ कि मैं रात को ही क्लीन करके ऑफिस उठा करूँ, ताकि मैं जब आऊं तो आई वुड हैव ए प्लीजिंग feeling. And
That's
the
really
last
great.
one is very interesting. The last one is very interesting. Today, my son, he's 18 years, 17 years rather. He told me that, Papa, I'm not finding you the way you were for last some days. So I said, ki maybe because this corona you got affected and your mother and something. I may be. So he said, then I said ki that I am also in multitasking that you have covered here.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just not getting organized or something. So I'm not worried or at that, except your health part, that period is also past. But yes, I am organizing my work and I'm already always thinking about my work. So it is not worries. So he said, no, that is also not correct. You should
Yeah.
be calm. He told me that you should be calm. And I realized, yes, I have to enjoy that work also, which I tell to people somehow, because of last 2 months and then workload aisa ho gaya, then I promised him that I am going to take myself to next level in spiritual. So this decision I took in the afternoon. So it was quite
Wow.
amazing session for me.
Great.
Yeah. So somehow
Yes,
when work
I would like
from
to
home
speak.
started, the work-life balance went into kind of, haywire, right? It was only work over there, and the life came out of that work-life balance, right? We all can agree to that. So yeah, my point is, I was actually seeing one video on TED Talk once, and they were saying that how multitasking is affecting people's brain and their mindset. Okay, people think multitasking is actually a good thing, and we all do that. We think it's a good thing. Our bosses say that multitasking is good, but it's not. What's good is prioritizing your task. Giving it numbers that one, two, today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Today, 6 things I have to do. Rest all is tomorrow's work, is what it was told in that TED talk. And that opened my eyes. Even I was a multitasker to begin with. Every corporate person, I think, is a multitasker. Who is next? Anyone else?
Yes, I would like to add something to what Sanjeev has just spoken. See, I was
Yes.
from the time we started the session, I was thinking of writing something in front of any environment. But what I have been following, what I have learned, all the environments are like the trees with the different branches in the leaves. But the root of the tree of all the elements is our spirituality. Every day I give the time for my spirituality, and I've seen that everything in the life, every single area of our life is automatically getting aligned. Once you align to the true self, align to the real self, then
Yes.
everything, every area of the life becomes absolutely more easier, rather beneficial, and the life truly becomes blissful. अगर आप
Yeah.
झाड़ के बीज को पानी दोगे ना, तो फिर न पत्ते को, न टाल टालियों को, न आपके ब्रांचेस को देने की कोई जरूरत नहीं. What Sanjeev has just was telling, I'll be giving more emphasis on that. So that is my life actually, really speaking.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
And
I would like to ask Sanjeev Mishra one thing about finance. During these pandemic days, which is the best route in finance we can do and investments? Because anything you go, it is, with this pandemic has got an effect on your investment. These are dragging you down. Therefore, you are this thing, what is the best?
see, I always take into both sides, on the buy side also, on the sell side also. So market going up gives money, market going down gives money. So that you will have to learn that. That strategies you will have to learn. We are,
Right.
I'm not in a position to offer any tip or like that.
So
The only thing is,
Sanjeev would be taking a session soon on the
Yeah.
different investment options. So Sanjeev, be
Fine.
prepared, and we would love to listen to you. It's been long.
Everyone wants to
Dr.
listen to
Dr.
the
Anila, you
financial.
wanted to speak something.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, very quickly, because I can see that we are running out of time. But I thought I'll raise a point which affects me, and I think a lot of people here, especially ladies, would be able to resonate with this. I think sometimes I look at myself as a juggler. You know, uh, we've been talking about multitasking, and we've also mentioned about prioritizing, but for the life of me, I can't seem to prioritize. Is my home more important? Is the cooking more important? Is, attending my kids' talk more important? Or is my own work more important? And sometimes, not sometimes, it does drain me every single day. And maybe right now it's a little more, especially with our own employees not coming in to help us with our work, but I just wanted to know, how does one prioritize in this situation? I thought maybe a lot more ladies would be able to resonate with what I'm going through right now.
I will. There were times when I used to clean my utensils, cook, and send mails while I was on phone in a Zoom call or on a phone call with my boss. So I'm doing like four things, and I'm not able to concentrate on any of those four things. I was burning my food, and I was so you get my point, right?
Yeah, we only pity your family members. They have to
Why
be
family
satisfied
members
with
you
that burnt.
pity us first?
Yeah, because they have to be satisfied with that burnt food.
Oh,
I think
I
when
don't know.
work from home started, then ladies started having this kind of problem, and they actually raised it with the respective HRs in corporates. That we are getting drained out, and this calls keeps on happening till 11 p.m. at night, starting from 8 or 8:30 in the morning. When are we going to do our stuff, right? So at that time, some of the HR and some of the corporates, they started giving some time off for the female colleagues. They cannot change the men as of now to, in an instance. So they started giving some rest to the female colleagues and saying that itne time ke baad they will not be having any calls or anything like that. So some of the corporates have started doing that because the way it was draining women was more than it was draining others. I'm not pinpointing anything on men or anything, but I'm just giving you a normal example of how corporates started seeing the stress on females is more than males because of this entire work from home situation. So yeah, that's it. Is there anyone else who wants to add? And we can conclude it with a great, exciting, super interesting announcement. Anyone else wants to add? Okay, so we'll go ahead with the announcement. Okay, Tara. So now you know how you can change or modify your environments, right? To create the success you want. I want you to create your success yourself while your environment is your supportive structure. So I am going to announce once again the Jack Canfield's Success Principles Workshop. Okay, so Jack Canfield's success. I don't think you all. Jack Canfield needs any introduction. He is an amazing trainer, author. If you have heard about the movie The Secret, he was featured in there as well. He's featured in many other movies. He has international fame, and he's an author. If you have read the book. Chicken Soup for the Souls, you must be aware of who Jack Canfield is. The success principles created by Jack Canfield have been something that has transformed my life. 3 years back, I applied for the success principle. I enrolled for this success principles training, and it has transformed me in every way possible. I'm more bold. I'm bolder. I'm courageous. I take risks left, right, and center. I don't know. I'm changed. I have become my own doppelganger who's a better, higher version of me than she was before the Success Principles workshop. So, this Jack Canfield Success Principle workshop is going to cover those success principles, which can be life changing and transformative for you also. So if you're someone who wants to go, who wants to reach where you want to reach from where you are right now, this is the right time to invest in, guys, because this is the time you invest in yourself. Because you can't go outside, right? You are stuck in a pandemic. What to do? You have to work on yourself to create a better version of you so that once the pandemic is over and the world sees a better, higher version of you, and people will ask you, oh my God, what did you do during the pandemic? So this is the right time. You should enroll for this course. It's a 2 days workshop of 5 hours each. Can we have the next slide, please, Shaz? Yeah, so it's for everyone who are action takers, go-getters, everyone who know what their life should be, everyone who wants to achieve that success they desire and they deserve, right? This is going to help you manifest that success. Okay, next slide. And there are a lot of bonuses and additional resources. There is a free ticket for a family member, friend, or colleague. You can bring anyone from your any of your environments, right? You can bring someone from your relationship environment. You can bring someone from your network environment. So one free ticket for your friend, family, or your colleague. We have one free ebook on law of attraction that's written by me. That is Law of Attraction. It works through you. I have some 5 meditation audio clips which I'll be giving to you. And very importantly, I have success principles workshop, practical worksheets that will help you track your overall process. Okay. So it's not just for 2 days. Those worksheets you can use in future also to keep a track of your overall progress and to keep a track of how, where have you reached in your journey of achieving that success. And all this in an amazing investment of just 4,790 rupees, inclusive of all taxes. That means you plus your family member or your colleague that you think is actually can be benefited from this workshop. So you can bring them, and dates are 29th and 30th of May. That is Saturday and Sunday, which is a weekend, so it will be good for you. So, right, this is the time, guys. You should invest in yourself and register for this workshop so that you can transform yourself the way I transformed my life. Okay. So that's it from my end, Shaz. You want to add something to this? Can we have,
Yes, I've
I
shared the
think,
link
one?
of the registration in the chat. So anybody who is interested would request you to go through the link and make the payment. Okay. Also, I am putting
Yes.
the link for our midweek magic session. So any the new people who have not yet joined the midweek magic session group, it's completely free, and we will be posting the recording of this session there as well. Okay.
Yeah. So, Shaz, just one more slide. I think I've covered some content also, just to give them a glimpse of what we are covering. What are the success principles? One more slide, yeah. So I think it's very small, but you get all these success principles are how you can change your life, how you can reboot your entire mind system, and how you can use these principles to create what you want. Taking action is one of the most important principles that I learned, because I was one person who used to fear taking action, but after learning the success principles and how you should take action, why taking action is important, and why despite being in fear you should take action, it actually changed my entire mindset. And today I'm kind of, I can call myself a go getter and action taker kind of person. I usually take action within 1 or 2 days. Whenever an idea comes, I want to feel like talking to someone, I just give them a call. I'm faster in taking my actions. I'm faster in manifesting my entire dreams and my creating my success because of these success principles. I owe it to Jack Canfield, and that's why I'm bringing it all to you also. Okay, so take this opportunity as a lifetime opportunity and do register. Thank you so much.
I want to share
Thank you
something.
very much, Niharika.
I have personally met Jack Canfield in 2019 Delhi. I have never seen a person modest than him. And later on, I joined his some course which was on to be done on mail. So that does not actually give that vibration. So when you announced that you are going to do this, so I thought I have attracted 2 years back. Now it is here.
Wow. See, I'm going to
Great.
share one of my dreams. It is very close to my heart. I recently started my own podcast, and one of my dreams is to invite Jack Canfield in my podcast.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
Great.
Send a big applause to Niharika.
Thank
Great.
you.
So
Thank you.
thanks a lot, Niharika. That was a wonderful session. Let's all unmute ourselves and give a warm applause to Niharika for this wonderful session. Great, thank you very much. So the link has been posted for the Jack and Field workshop. I am personally very excited, looking forward to attend this as soon as possible. It's difficult to wait for me for next 10 days, but
Yeah.
still, I think I don't have options, so let me wait. But others also, please take this opportunity. It's happening this month. I'm not sure when it will happen next month. So if you have something important, please procrastinate that thing and go for this workshop. This is
Yeah.
worth. This will put you into the right direction for success. Thank you very much, everyone. You
I
have a
tell my
wonderful day.
we are both already in.
Thank you.
Yes, I have received your registration, Bharat and Ravi, and waiting for others to join in and take this further.
One more
Thank you
Thank you
minute
so
I
very
would
much.
much.
like to add here. Yeah,
Bharat,
Sorry?
yes.
yeah. Listening to Sanjeev, I have one liner to add. In the morning, magical morning sessions, Amila ji, she is giving us affirmations. One of the affirmation, one of the best affirmation is uh, work is afraid of me because I kill. I mean, the theme of the affirmation is work is afraid of me because I do it easily. Now, listening to Sanjeev, I have one affirmation which I just now wrote. Stop loss is necessary, but stop loss is afraid of me because I plan my trade very well and execute at a proper time.
Great.
Oh, great.
That's an amazing
Yeah,
affirmation.
yeah. Thank you. Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much,
Thank you so
everyone.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.